So we have this new recruit named Johnny1000. I've only played a couple games with him, about half on my team and the other half against him. But up until about a week ago, his score was pulling like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 15 ratio. He complained about it out loud, about how he sucked, and we just encourage him. But then his aim and tactics seemed to calm down suddenly, and he was pulling, like, for example, like 85 and 120. Not too shabby considering where he was, but we played against him after that, and he was doing a strange sort of pre-firing without seeming to know where exactly I was, at least for me. And keep in mind, his hearing wasn't super till that point either. So Saiyan ended up taking 3 long demos totaling 5 megabytes while I was playing with Johnny, incognito, of course, and we watched them, and I ended up pulling out 5 clips that show clear wallhack and intention. Unfortunately, it's a little iffy, could be or could not be at first, but by the end, I'm convinced that if this demo came to someone off the bat, they would find it conclusive for wallhack. Alright, in the first video, we're all sitting in the elevator room. I'm in there too, and here comes Tuga from the blue spawn. Let's take a look. And there's a reaction right there. And now with show normals, there's Tuga. We're both about to react here. That could have been nothing, but it was just a little dodgy. Alright, next we have Johnny going down from spawn to the garage, and he seems to look at Tuga as he breaks his legs. Makes a little sound. Let's see. But then with show normals, I noticed that before he looked down at Tuga, he seemed to point right at a guy who was actually in the hotel reception, and then looked down at Tuga after that. So let's see. See, a guy just appeared on the screen right there, and then he noticed Tuga. Now this next one comes from the first demo also, like the previous clip. He comes out of his spawn and seems to follow me through the wall under the skylight, and then quickly shoot at Tuga unsuccessfully. But you shouldn't have seen him there either. With show normals, you'll see that he seems to track my movement and then jumps right into a shot at Tuga. Now here's where we get down to the 2 main clips of evidence. This first one actually has 2 instances, so let's take a look at that. Someone firing right there. Or you can see the bullets anyway. You can't really see the muzzle flash or the actual guy. So you know, how do you know that guy was there? And then he starts to talk. He's like, "You ruined it." Like, what did you ruin? At first I thought it was the curb stomp, but we'll see that it's not the case. Alright, show normals is really gonna paint a better picture here of what actually happened. This guy's gonna appear on the screen. Right at him. Actually, right in the center of him. Now he's gonna go. There's gonna be 2 guys at the garage. He's gonna see it first, and then change his mind. There's a guy stationary down there. And the stationary guys is who he seems to go to for. Either do a curb stomp or no scope on the top of his head. And since he got killed, that's what he's saying was ruined the no scope. Now in this last clip, and I purposely saved the best for last, there's all sorts of noise going on, nades, bullets flying, people getting hurt, but he goes straight from his spawn door to the guy on his garage. Again, to do that no scope on top of his head that he likes to do. There's a headshot. Keeping all that in mind, see if there's a guy right coming up this ladder. So there's a guy in his face. For him, he reacts to him, but he goes straight for this guy on this spawn. You know, the guy made a limp noise, like when he got hurt. He had already chosen to go for him before he even made that sound. So, in summary, it was a little dodgy at first, but then after a couple of these clips, and especially the last two, I'm completely convinced that he was wall hacking, at least on that day. I think the evidence shows it. His penchant for going after people who are stationary is, I think it's his downfall, because he wants to curb them or no-scope them on top.